We were just trying to go ahead and figure out which of these three brave heroes was going to try and dislodge the blockage. Who are my volunteers?
I will give it a shot.
Tareem?
Yep.
I've unlocked enough blockage in this hallway today.
Before you did how much of the blockage is actually above water and how much of it is flammable?
Well, somebody wants to play today. Flammable. You're probably gonna get a lot of it above the water line. However, you can't really tell what's behind it. So there could be a deluge. It could have backed up into the chambers beyond. You really can't make that decision. You may be able to toss copious G bitters over the top of it to see if he's willing to do that.
That sounds like a plan.
Wait a minute. Nobody touches the gnome. I've seen this game played with halflings.
But that was those other guys.
Yeah, your teeth are probably going to be fine.
I should use one of those three amigos to break down the wall.
Kopi's got a gold tooth in the clinker, so
I'm sure that's not the only thing Kopi's got in the clinker.
No kidding, right? So let me ask you a question, though. Two questions as Copius is staring at this mound, this blockage in the bowels of the city. So, one, can I just climb up to the top to see what's over there? And two, does it smell like sulfur, gassy smell in this area before we go lighting giant fires?
Methane.
Perception check.
10.
14.
Anybody else want to take a sniff?
Nat 20.
Hey. You do detect an overpowering stench of what you would consider pig feces. The alchemist in the group, Copious Bitters, would tell you that'd be sulfur gas and it'd be highly flammable. Copious, you think you can climb up to the top on this rickety contraption. Colt, it's about 1 foot worth in the water and about 6 feet above the water line. But again, don't know what's behind it.
If not, we can help you get over that mount. Just let us know. One of us will gladly throw.
Is Copious climbing this when I'm swinging at it?
No, I'm standing there looking at it going, it kind of smells before somebody goes like, you know what? I'm going to hide behind the dragon can and let you guys light this thing on fire. That's all. That's letting the druid know. I think I smell methane.
My intelligence is telling me that the fire will be very effective. My wisdom is telling me no.
Can't we just shove the dwarf in the hole? And
You
just
could try.
Yes, I vote we shove the dwarf in the hole. Is that a game? I think we learned this in prison, Colt.
I think so too.
That was called Hide the Dwarf, and it was something that you were playing on your own there, buddy.
That gold tooth didn't stay without being hidden.
I was in Vietnam. I kept watch years.
So who wants to do what? I got Copious backing up behind
I'm gonna start beating on the
stopping
obstruction. Yeah.
Robert and Colt and Noodle, what do you guys want to do?
Standing somewhere other than around these idiots.
Fair enough. Colt?
Noodle? I think I want to back up far enough to where the front of me gets a little bit charred. Not that, actually a little bit farther back. But I want to be close enough to where it looks like I was Wolverine that one scene.
He wants to smell the fireworks, but he doesn't want to get hit by the fireworks.
Yeah. I want one movie.
Okay.
Roll a d20, Noodle. If you roll a 1, you trip over Copious V Bitters and you both get soaked.
He rolled a 1.
Add a baby.
7 after it.
Add a baby. With a 7 after it.
I just didn't want to see it.
Colt, what do you want to do?
I'm going to be standing behind everyone else until the blockage is taken care of.
So everybody's standing on top.
You don't want to get those pretty robes dirty.
Yep.
Everybody's hiding behind bitters.
Well, he's a gnome.
takes a mighty swing. See if you can hit it or see if you plunge into it.
19.
That'll hit it. How much damage did you do?
8 and 5. 16.
Oh, the pile shifts towards you and precariously sits just above you like a dam holding back the River Jordan. But only a little bit of fluid is coming around the sides. It's going to take one more whack.
Does anyone have a rope?
Does anyone know how to swim?
I have a rope.
He doesn't know how to. I don't think the dwarf will know how to swim though.
Oh, remember, you came around the corner.
Yeah, he's very round, so he's like a floaty.
How far away is the nearest corner?
The nearest corner is only 20 feet away from you.
I'm going to the nearest corner and going just on the edge so I can watch this in case it goes disaster.
Sure.
I'm going to step back and take another swing at this puppy.
All right, I'm going back around that corner. I'm following Copious. That's a good idea.
I'm going to do the same. I want to watch out for splash damage.
Well, you know what? Taurine pulls back his mighty weapon, and I want everybody to roll a D8 since you're more concerned about the mess in front of you than the mess on the side.
Is it Dad? Dad, is this it? Which one is it? Is this?
Yeah.
8.
He rolled an 8. I rolled a 5.
4.
Everybody's good. There's nothing coming out of the pipes. Taurine gives it a mighty whack. Go ahead and roll. It's only AC 5.
17.
17's good enough. How much damage are you going to do?
8.
The dwarf roars out in approval and just smashes the precariously pitched debris field, and whoosh, it comes pouring through with nowhere else to go. It's going to round the corner. So everybody, 14 versus dexterity to see if you manage to stand, including Taurine the dwarf. Let's see, 14 versus dex. So D20 in your dex modifier.
20.
Jumps over it.
9.
Doesn't make it.
I got my dex modifiers 1, so that gives me 21.
Okay. Oh, you're nat 20 is fine.
17 for you.
19.
19.
Ooh, 17 plus. Oh, I'm good. 19. 19 for me. 17 for the noodle.
Just as he smashes through like a whirling dervish, Taurine the Lost jumps over like he's some kind of Olympian, totally missing the water. The rest of you grab a hold of Colt, the druid, and use him as a blocker to kind of move the water. He is now soaked to the gills, while you three only have 30 boots.
I'm totally doing
We're just
Moses.
gonna turn him flat
Fight the
and
sea.
shove him in the water. Just gonna turn him flat and just hold him in the water.
As the debris field clears, Colt, go ahead and
Copious grabbed him and said, "You shall not pass," and shoved Colt right in the middle. And it
Yeah.
Colt, roll D20 straight up. 1 means you get hit with a log, and I'm not
Sorry,
talking wood.
9.
Safe enough. Copious, Robert, and Noodle all guide the water around you. You get it pretty much everywhere, but since you're an elf, you don't have a beard, so you're safe there. And you still smell a whole lot better than Robert. So there's that. Taurine yells out, "Hey!" Always clear.
I'm tell Taurine he's number 1. I'm using sign language to inform him. He's
Very
number
nice.
1.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1.
As the rest
So
of
you're standing in number 2, so I don't really care.
he's standing in number 3.
He's standing in everything.
Guys, the block's gone. We can move on.
Taurine yells out that the blockage is gone. There's a long hallway behind the blockage. There is also a passage off to the left that was behind. The cesspool waters seem to go straight ahead and off to the left and curve to where it's going to slope lower. However, well, those are your choices. left down a small passage, or straight down the lawn?
I'm going to take a look down the small passage.
The small passage tees off left and right.
Oh boy. I'm going to walk down to the T at least and see what's going on.
The rest of you?
I'll follow.
I'll take a D8 from everybody. You're welcome.
7.
2.
Six.
What was the roll?
D8.
D8. D8.
Yeah. Well,
It's a diamond.
The poo roll, Frank, the poo roll.
7. He rolled a big 1.
Now he can
Looking
roll a
forward to.
D6.
Allow me to get the poop shooter. Go ahead and roll the poop shooter. Number 6, he's getting a log to the side of the temple.
Bash!
That critical impale? Is it stuck in there now?
You know
Stuck
what?
in the ear. Stuck in his ear.
Stuck in his ear?
Roll a D20, Noodle. Hopefully it's only stuck in your ear.
I figured it stuck right on the horn.
Die 20, Frank.
I like to be stuck on the horn because that thing I could take off and wash. It's not real. My prosthetic horn.
Oh. 2.
It pings off his jawline and scatters into the pipe, so he's safe.
You got poo on your
Probably
face.
in luck. Taurine, you see a lengthy hallway to the right, matching the lengthy hallway that you just came from. And then you see a shorter hallway that tees off but has an archway.
I will tell the other guys what I'm seeing down this hall.
Are those golden arches?
Not down here, they aren't. However, perception check everybody.
The smell
Right.
made me go cross-eyed with
12.
needing to follow.
17.
1,
19.
1. Noodle?
2.
Well, that's fair because you guys already stink. Colton Taurine, notice left doesn't smell nearly as bad.
I think we should go this way.
No.
I'm walking behind the two with the poop on their face like war paint. I sure.
Oh,
Can I
left?
use it as war paint and just take it off my face and just smear it like this?
It's already done that, son.
It's smell camouflage.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get,
absolutely.
I'm just gonna shove some more on my nipples and then I'm camouflaged.
The rats are going to ignore you. Taurine, you wanted to
Yeah.
go left?
Yes.
Coming to a T in the tunnel, you notice that the smell in this area is quite nondescript. Sewage still pours out of exit ports along the far wall and presumably into the river, and the sound of the river is easily discernible. A quick look in both directions shows that the tunnel on either side of the archway is unusually clean and free of debris and lichens. However, a glowing dagger sits in the middle of the right column.
Ooh,
Did
that would,
anybody- did
that would look.
anybody-
That dagger would look really good with my other 2 daggers.
Yeah, wait. Is it like the golden dagger?
It's
It belongs in.
is it actually in the column or?
It's right in the middle of the hallway, just floating there as if it's waiting for King Arthur.
No, it's the
okay.
Lady of the Lake sewer version. That's
Nice.
the gnome goes
Well,
sprinting on
I'm
to
gonna-
grab the dagger.
I'm gonna move towards the dagger and see if I can grasp it.
That gnome uses his acrobatics to somersault over top of the dwarf, grab the dagger between his teeth, and land in the sewer.
You're behind your feces-covered friends. I don't want to
What's
hear.
going to be funny is when he realized that illusion is actually a floating turd that he just grabbed between his
What?
teeth.
Probably.
Well, that's all right too. But
I will take Copious and I will take
Okay.
Taurine. I will take a DC 15 versus Wisdom, please.
DC 15.
Yep, versus Wisdom.
Totally failed.
24.
Taurine tries to beat the forest gnome and immediately seizes up as he realizes what's going on. Copious G-bitters, with a giant smile on his face, reaches out for it, and into a cube of jelly he goes. Well,
Gelatinous cube.
Hey, Cole,
gelatinous cube.
is that jelly flammable?
Oh yeah, it's very flammable.
Might be the only way to save him is to set it on fire, Cole. I got your back. I
All
got
right.
your back.
I actually have a spell for fire. I can help out.
Oh, I got one too. I got one too.
Wait, am I to the dagger yet?
No, you are not. But there is one in there. Right now, you're going to take 6 big hit points of damage as you willingly became engulfed in it. Everybody
Is
roll.
any-
It's a gelatinous cube. It's gonna start sweeping off
I'm
the
sorry.
wall.
I didn't catch that. What are we rolling?
You
Initiative.
gotta freeze it.
Plus 7.
10.
14. Robert and Noodle.
This okay.
24.
16.
Robert and Noodle will go. Copious, what is your initiative roll to see if you can straggle out?
I have 12.
Not good enough. I will get an attack in first. Robert and Noodle, your associate is ankle deep into the gelatinous cube, which and you see little bits of flesh starting to peel off the forest gnome. You are up to attack.
I'm gonna heal the noodle. He's only got 2 hit points.
Fair enough. Give him the love and touch. Noodle, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna loving touch him back, but I won't heal him.
You bastard.
Are
I'm
you
not
gonna,
giving you anything.
I love you, son.
are you going to attack, or what do you want to do?
Attack what?
The giant blob that's eating your uncle.
I don't think I could do anything. I have an acid breath, but I don't want to use it.
I wouldn't know why not.
If I swing my axe in the gelatinous cube,
I'm
we
seeing
need
it.
to
Golden
freeze it. We
opportunity.
need to freeze the gelatinous cube from destroying the town of
So-
hobos.
So you are going to go ahead and pass on your initiative.
Yes.
Yes.
A giant fist-like pseudopod comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. You're back to 11 hit points.
Noodle, because you went ahead and said, I'll pass, the gelatinous cube forms up a pseudopod and it's going right for you.
Do we have to hug it? I mean, is it his birthday? Do we have to give him a hug?
No, it's what it is like a big fist coming out to hit you.
Unfortunately, fortunately for you, the pseudopod is myopic and whoop, whoop, misses you. I will take Taurine and Colt. Which one had the higher niche?
I only had an 8. I had a 7 + 1, 8 for my initiative.
Colt,
I had 10.
what's up?
How far away am I from the cube?
You guys were continuing on at a moderate pace. I'll say you're within 15 feet.
All right. I'm going to use my cantrip, produce flame, and I'm going to throw it at the cube.
Fair enough. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Is that a save for me or a hit for you?
Well, let's see. I rolled a 19, so I assume that's a hit.
That's a hit. How much damage?
All right. Let's see here. 7.
Who thinks of the drum major?
Oh, sorry. I'll go back tapping my feet.
I was enjoying it. Hey, everybody, let's see if the forest gnome can extract himself. DC 12 versus strength to... or stay inside.
He's going to try to squeeze closer to that damn dagger. I know him.
Oh,
A little closer to the dagger.
He looks like that rodent from the Ice Age thing, trying to get the nut.
Yeah,
Crap.
I think he's trying to get it, then the wall just turns and he goes falling down.
Copious, take 2 more hit points as you feel the nice tingle of exfoliation starting to go ahead and rip at you.
Feeling refreshed. I feel like a day at the spa. All the
I-
tats from prison are burning off.
That's true. So
I'll
you're going to
be a new gnome when this
you're
is
going to
over.
be new. Let's go for initiative, round 2, gentlemen.
Do I not get to go?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Taurine. Sorry about that.
I'm going to grab the gnome by the feet and try to drag him out. Is that possible?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Anything better than a 5 on a 20, and then I'll have you make a strength check. So roll a d20 straight up. Anything better than a 5, you get both ankles.
Nine.
Good enough. You grasp a hold of his ankles with a little bit of his prison attire and give him a yank. DC 12 versus strength. Now, if you do a crit, you're going to pull him out so fast that you hit Colt the Druid in the face with him.
Okay. My strength is 16. I rolled a 5, and I got the +3.
Yeah,
8.
He's in there solid.
Okay.
The gelatinous cube we'll call him Cosby, still has the forest gnome stock. How about we roll initiative now?
15.
6 plus 4, 10.
12.
13.
19.
14.
Noodle, you're up.
Drummer. Drumming. Are you going to attack?
I'm gonna attack this one. You're laughing. I think it's a bad idea right now.
I'm laughing at Mr. Drummond.
Sorry.
Roll your dice.
Mr.
Right ahead.
Drummond.
Hey, Copious, guess what?
I missed. Hey, Copious, guess
Just
what?
wanna
I rolled
point out,
a
I
1.
think there
But
should be a roll because there's a
face.
dwarf between me and everybody else who was trying to grab my ankles.
You know what? That's fair. Let's go ahead and roll a d6. 1 to 3, you hack Taurine in the arm. 1 to 3 is for Taurine. 4 to 6 is for Copious.
Or his feet.
1 to 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Copious the peg leg.
Taurine takes 1 to the arm. Let's go ahead and do damage and have it. Half damage.
Damage. Roll that. Plus, add his plus on there too, then have it.
And then have it.
All right.
You
6.
you are gone.
I got 16 points of
I'm
armor.
trying to hurt you, but it's gonna hurt.
Like I told you before, the DM loves you, but you guys hate each other, and you guys are going to be the death of yourselves. Who was behind the 19 on initiative?
I had a 15.
I was 14.
15 it is.
15 it is. The other night, I got to interject for just a moment. You let us go up a level?
Yes, 2nd level.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna do a touch spell.
Okay. Yeah,
But I'm
2nd
still a
level,
little-
and you'll have max hit points.
And what would that be on? See, as how I haven't done this very often. Is that on wisdom or
No, it's. Oh, what spell are you casting?
inflict wounds?
That's a touch spell. It's just like cure wounds, but you'll have to touch it. Its
Okay.
AC is only 6, but if you roll a 1, you're definitely hitting Copious.
But since Copious is inside of it, if he touches it, does it just affect everything inside of it?
No, it will just.
Uh-uh.
Nice try, Robert.
So what do you want me to roll
Get the
then? at
rules
this
down. I'm
point?
just trying to understand.
Attack roll.
Okay.
D20 plus dexterity.
Oh yeah, and that's
Remember, your arm's half hacked off.
16.
Oh yeah, plenty. It only has AC 6. So how much damage does your?
3 die 10,
Youch.
and that's 9, 18, and 3, 21.
Fair enough. Robert, I believe you're next.
I will. I'll swing a song.
Yeah, every time my hands get close to this desk.
All right, let's see if I can hit. All right, well, Mr. Drummond, I hit 22 for 5 points of damage.
So if I'm Mr. Drummond, which one are you, Willis?
He's Willis.
And we know who that makes you, don't we?
That's Arnold over there in the corner.
Yes, it is.
I was thinking it was, well, never mind.
Oh, wait, that's the oldest daughter down there.
That's
Dana.
right, Dana.
Or up there, I guess. it
Rest
would
in
be.
peace.
Yeah.
Copious and Colt, who had the higher initiative? I think it was Copious.
I had a 12.
13.
Copious, go ahead and DC 12 versus strength to see if you can pop yourself out. Take 3 hit points of damage as the exfoliation's getting kind of rough. Your skin is starting to turn ruddy. Colt the Druid, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw another fire at this thing.
Okay.
And yeah, I definitely hit. Let's see. Another 7 points of damage.
Hacking away at it. The pseudopod has decided it is going after Robert of Zeppelin. Swing and a miss. Round 3, gentlemen. Initiative. 10.
17.
22.
5.
5.
9.
I think Robert's first, followed by Taurine, followed by me.
You know what? I'm going to try to strength out Copious.
First, you gotta hit him. Anything above a 5 will catch his flailing ankles. His tiny, tiny flailing ankles.
I barely caught him. That was a 5.
DC 12 versus strength. You know, if it's a 19 or 20, you're gonna swing hitting Taurine or Colt the Druid.
Well, who's getting hit?
I would like to reiterate that I'm 15 feet away from this cube.
I'll give you that. You're gonna hit Taurine.
I rolled a 23.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hit Taurine. Let's see. I'm gonna give. We're gonna skull crack these boys.
Well, he is not showing the mercy tonight.
Only one hit point though to each of you. As you bonk each other, all you hear is this god awful squirt noise, and Robert of Zeppelin, the half orc, yanks the forest gnome out and just wha-bam! Goes for the cheap seats at Wrigley, bouncing off of Taurine's armor. I
You
think
can thank me later.
now it's my turn though, so I am
Wait,
going.
I
now
went. Did I have a hold of the daggers? I got pulled out. That's all I care about.
D12
Never.
against me. Well, you went in twice. 6.
What am I rolling? D12?
D12 straight up.
4.
Nope. You know what? You were right on the hilt, and then some jerk grabs you by the ankles and yanks you right out.
That made it so much better.
I think he saw that on purpose.
Oh, he's almost got it.
The pseudopod balls up its fist, and I got 5 of you here.
One of us is laying on the ground and underwater at the moment.
Under 2. Thank you.
It's gonna be Robert. 18.
Oh, yeah. By 2.
Ooh. That's
I
kind of
don't like
hard.
that sound.
It's only 3 dice. 7. 7 hit points of damage.
And I waste my healing on this thing?
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna be fine. It's not gonna be able to engulf you with that roll. So who are my 9s? I got 2 9s there somewhere. Copious.
What'd you have, Frankie?
I think Ernie was 7, wasn't
No,
he?
what'd you roll?
Correct.
And
7.
then Frankie's 5. Little Frankie's 5.
Yeah, he's 5.
Copious,
9,
you're up. Copious, Colt, and then Noodle.
You're gonna do Copious, dive back in?
I'm tempted to dive back in for my dagger. I have like no weapons, no abilities, and have like the worst sunburn ever.
Didn't you grab some scimitars from?
I have no skill with a scimitar.
Well, you do have the crossbow, the light crossbow.
Which I don't know if I have that skill either.
You can use either one, but you have to use it at disadvantage.
Oy boy. Sure. Who's in front of me if I use the crossbow?
Oh, man.
Pretty much everybody but Colt.
All right. Colt's my buddy. The rest of you go to hell. All right. We're rolling. 1.
As Copious Features comes up screaming like Rambo, ah! give me a D6. 1, 2 will be Taurine. 3, 4 is going to be Robert.
Oh, man.
Taurine the dwarf takes one right up underneath
What?
the.
You were just getting a blow from
What the
Frankie
hell?
hit you, Jason's hit you, and I hit you with Jason. Your children got
Colt keeps throwing fire past my head.
D8 plus 1. Have that, baby. I don't know about you guys. I'm enjoying this.
What I take?
3.
Points.
Woo!
I have not rolled above like a 4 in the last 7 rounds.
The good news is the newest member of the party, the Druid, is just watching this anarchy unfold.
This is what happens when you get more into it.
And counting his blessings that he's at the back.
Yep. You're up, Colt. What do you want to do?
He's ready
I'm
to
gonna
go back
throw
to
another fire.
You might as well hit me
Fire
too.
away, you have
Aim at me.
everybody
Maybe
else.
I'll get lucky.
All right, I rolled a 9. Does that hit?
Oh yeah, AC 6.
All
Yeah, who
right.
did it hit?
No,
The cube.
sadly, he hit the cube.
3 points.
3 points. And finally, Noodle.
Noodle, you get to swing at the
Dwarf.
What acid breaths do I have?
Oh, no.
You got 2 more left, I believe.
yeah, you've used 1 out of your 3, so
Yep.
are you going
I'm gonna use 1. And where's Jason? I'm gonna try and free him.
He's already free.
He's already free. He's behind you.
with a crossbow aimed at you.
so you're gonna
That
do
was aimed at me.
No, I
That's
just
the
a lucky
bolt.
shot.
Is the fist still there?
Oh yeah, the pseudopod's ready to take its next stab. But
Oh, then I'm gonna shoot at that.
just shoot at the pseudopod.
Yeah, I'm shooting at the pseudo thingy.
Okay, roll your dice. That's a 3.
does he get anything to add to it? I mean, it only has AC 6.
So DC, it just says DC save, DC 13 dex save.
Then no. Nope, not
That
I
was
don't.
lousy.
He
Looks like it's
he sneezed while he was spitting acid.
Oh.
the good news is, you know what? Odds ceiling, evens floor,
Where it flows on everybody.
or
The
falls
acid?
in on everybody. Go ahead and roll any die, Noodle. Odd ceiling, even floor.
Die 20.
Even.
Floor. A little bit scrappy there as you spread out a nice little series of venom, chopping up the interior of the sewer. I'm sure the city council will be much appreciative of the damage. They'll go ahead and get some orange cones out there in just a short period of time. But right now, it's round 4, gentlemen. Let's roll for initiative.
Ugh.
9.
15.
11.
23.
Natural.
2
19.
ones. 11.
Natural 20.
I got Colt, I got Copious, then I got Taurine, I think.
Where do I get to go with?
You'll be
Oh,
going
man.
straight to the poop. Colt, you're up again.
All right, throw another fire. And 12 hit.
Yep.
5 points of damage.
Okay. Copious.
How long's the reload round on that crossbow?
You know what? I'm going to make you go last since you're not proficient with it. Taurine, you'll go before Robert, though. Taurine.
I'm just going to go ahead and swing at him.
At Taurine, at Copious.
I'm sorry, at the cube.
Okay.
That's 15.
Yep.
8 points.
Okay. Chopping it down. Noodle, you're up, then me, then Copious, then Robert.
Die 20 attack. Attack it. You don't use another acid. But you do whatever you want. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Because you said. With my great axe. Wait.
Yeah.
Yes, my great axe. I was thinking of using an arrow. Just a second.
Roll. 14 plus
14
That's good enough.
6. Yeah, you're going. Roll die 12. Yep.
Pretty much he has to want it.
Add your 4.
10.
10.
Oh, this is going to be maybe final round for me. The pseudopod goes for Copious.
It wants me. The dagger's calling to me. My precious.
One, it's your turn to attack. You can attack at advantage, so you can just get a straight roll out of this to try and hit.
17. Natural
enough.
17.
D8 plus 1.
What was that? D8 plus 1, yeah.
D8 plus 1.
2 points.
Crossbow Steve.
Pretty funny.
And last but certainly not least, Robert of Zedplin, your attack.
Swing away, Johnny. Then I hit with a 10.
10.
Damage?
10. 10. You hit with a 10.
And damage with a 10.
10.
The structural integrity of the cube itself shakes, shimmies, shatters, and goes down. Then you notice that the acid splash damage has created a rivulet where the goo is going down south along with
The dagger.
Dive in the sludge.
I've got one diver.
No, that was Jason. I'm not diving. I already got a pretty dagger.
You have my daggers.
I don't have your daggers.
He's got Felix's daggers.
No, I got my daggers.
Copious, do you want to make a skid or
Yeah, going for the daggers.
anything but a 1 on a D20?
Duh.
What?
Who's happy?
Why would you say that to me, Frank? Seriously.
I'm cursing you.
You pretty much did. It's going to come up a 1. 7. It looked like a 1.
You slide, and just as it gets to a grate leading out into the river, you kind of flick it with your foot, bang it onto dry ground, and you notice that you now possess the shiny, but now it's dim. So for whatever reason, whether it was the gelatinous portion of it, it's just a regular dagger now.
No
However,
longer a lure.
you found an exit as well.
There again, the gnome saves the day. Just saying, hello guys, look, exit. I'm not.
I'm going to the exit, not listening to Jason whatsoever, just walking through with my hands.
I'm gonna take perception from everybody but Jason.
14.
Natural 1.
Colt, you're in a sewer. Just to give you the heads up on that one.
Hey,
Not a bad dream. It's not some prison nightmare. You're in the
16
Robert,
for me.
it's
Robert, you smell apple pie.
My.
There's some.
I think I got a tumor, guys, because I'm standing in crap, but I smell apple pies.
Actually, this tunnel is very clean. The gelatinous cube
Wash the poop away.
washed everything away. And Robert, you'll notice that the archway was considerably smaller than the gelatinous cube size would permit. So you surmise with your 16 roll that this gelatinous cube is here for a reason, but you don't care because now you smell apple pie.
I do smell apple pie. Do I kind of know the direction it's coming from?
It seems to be coming through the ports that lead out.
Hey, there's
So,
apple pies this way.
well, everybody perception check when he tells you he smells apple pie.
14.
19.
16.
Roll.
Natural 19.
Everybody but Taurine realizes we're in a bakery district. That's what you're smelling.
He'll be excited to see us come out of the sewers.
All I smell is crap.
Should be good for business.
Copius yells out, "Hey guys, I got an exit down here."
Okay.
All right. I'll get down where Copius is at.
Copius, your dagger is going to be magical. It's going to be a +1.
Sweet. Precious.
You'll figure that out
I
next
gotta
time.
say, my precious.
Precious.
Are you following Copius or no?
Yes.
Is Copius leading or is somebody else? Does Taurine want to
Oh,
take?
Oh,
we'll
no,
let
I'm not
Copius
leaving
lead.
this time.
Jason is.
Copius is leading with like odd shambling walk from his really beat up persona right at the moment.
Fair
And I'll
enough.
follow.
You go through a short hallway and you come to yet another T. Goes left and right, so north and south.
Which way smells better?
Good call.
Perception check.
21.
22.
16. Yeah, perception
Oh.
check.
Right. Sorry.
3.
Colt?
Unnatural.
I lost my D20. Give me one moment, please.
No, that's a fumble, Cole.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh,
13.
no.
Wait, is fumbles a 1 in this? Is that how we do
Yes.
that?
Did
Yes.
you do a
Yeah,
one?
you down here
Yeah.
stuck with
Well,
me.
I definitely fumbled it.
I'll take a D6 as you lift your head up to smell the sweet smells, but you're right next to a trough. So I'll take a D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6. 3. It's a squishy,
Mildly squishy.
squishy, not completely solid. So
I know that one.
All
Yeah.
right. It
It's
definitely
great
doesn't
for the
smell
port.
better this way.
it does not smell better for anyone this way.
No.
All right.
You do hear running water south.
I'm going south.
It's dry north.
But it's dry north, meaning no water. That water sound could be the sound of fleshy poo water.
Could be.
Could be the outlet to
It's-
the river.
Dry to the north, like where maybe minions of Habuu would run to hide.
We don't see anything.
there's-
Literally
Maybe
don't see
hiding from
anything
water,
up the
they're
north
holding
tunnel.
people up the mouth.
Okay.
Don't see anything. You don't see.
I want to go. I want to go north.
If I go, I would like to go north and see if there's any schmeary footprints heading that way.
Probably from
No, the ground here is dry, so there are no footprints whatsoever. You guys go north about 60 feet, and it takes a sharp left through another archway and into a large chamber. Perception check, everybody.
17.
11.
17.
Unnatural 20 and 2 plus
7.
7.
Robert, Copius, and Taurine all notice there are char marks in this chamber along the walls. Colt and Noodle notice there's a rather large pool of water down in the southern section, and in that area, tunnels out. I'll go with Robert, Taurine, and Copius, understanding that you probably realize that somebody comes down here and burns stuff because there's a lot of ash. So somebody must come down here. This must be a collection point for a lot of sewer debris, to your best guess.
When you're saying they're char marks, you mean like on the ground, on the walls, big area of charred, like a big fire happened, right?
Yes, even soot on the ceiling.
Can I is there like ash there? I mean, to poke around and go, yep, it looks like they're burning trash, or is it just completely burnt to ash and you can't discern anything?
Completely burnt to ash in the northern section. The southern section is a lot of fluid as it appears the flow goes east-west.
And there's a definite direction out from where we're standing.
Yes, left and right.
Oh, one's not dry. You said there's flow east to west.
You have to get to the southern portion of the chamber. It's going to be damp or wet, but there's going to be 2 exit points. If you go left, you can surmise that had you gone left initially rather than the dry, that's where it's going to pour it out at. If you go right, you have no idea where it's going to go.
Well, then
Okay.
right it is.
All right.
Right.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yep.
Everybody
Right.
perception check as you wash through the water.
Okay.
22.
Perception.
20. Modified 20.
15.
Copious.
13.
Colt and Taurine notice something, and in their best Star Wars copying, they point out there's something moving in the water. Everybody roll initiative. 8.
Natural 1.
18.
9.
16.
16.
Maureen, Robert, and Noodle are up. What was yours, Copious?
9.
So in order, Taurine, Robert, Noodle, Copious, me, and Colt. Something is moving in the water is all you heard them yell.
Something's in the water.
Can we see anything in that water?
With the initiative win, you will see a long, cylindrical, curvy thing.
Is it a giant turd?
It's a giant snake is what it is.
Just a snake turd?
Well, I'm going, if it's close enough, I'm going to take a swing at it with my war hammer.
It's around to everybody's area. Too bad the druid rolled a 1. Wah, wah.
Don't worry, we'll cut you out. So I'm going to take a swing at it.
Fair enough. AC 12 to hit the giant snake.
13.
Oh, no, my
Good
God.
enough.
There it goes. 5.
5 damage.
Awesome.
Made it mad.
That's 6.
Plus my attack?
You made it mad.
Okay, well, that's all right. It's not going after me.
Robert and Noodle.
24 is mine.
24 to hit both of us.
Yep.
Roll your damage. Die 12.
Wait, wrong one.
No, die 12.
Oh, sorry.
8 points for me. Or 15 points from Noodle.
Ouch. Copious. G bitters. Gata. Gata.
Data.
Gator.
Snakes
Gator.
are good eating.
No.
So just the tunnel we're in, there's no sides. Everything's water, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The southern portion of this chamber, yes.
Okay.
Because you're in a big room, not a tunnel yet.
Then I'm going to grab my Chris knife and I'm going to dive down on top of this thing, screaming and try to stab it.
I need new boots.
Boots. That's a belt. That's boots. That's headband. There's a lot I can do with that.
Got my leg.
I did not fumble, but it was close.
I figured he looks like that little thief from Conan, the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I remember I used to watch Conan.
Copious, is that a 2? You got a face full of fluid.
I figure he looked more like that rat off of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my turn. Maureen the dwarf.
All right.
Woohoo!
16.
16's my armor.
Gotcha then. Ooh, ouch. Take 7 points of damage. and DC 16 versus strength for me. So 16 plus your or D20 plus your strength modifier.
Is this a
16 or better.
squeezy snake or a poison
20.
snake?
20.
It wraps around your leg, but you manage to nimbly get out of the way. That brings us to Colt the Druid. What would you like to try?
Help, Colt, help.
Who's hurt the most
At my leg.
that I can see? Who seems to be?
Probably Copious's butt, as he is half submerged in the water.
All right. Well,
what's left of water?
I will cast Cure Wounds on Copious then,
Okay,
if possible.
Yeah, that's.
Am I close enough?
Oh yeah, you can dive in. You got to watch
right.
it all unfold as they charged forward.
All right. So healed for 8 points.
Whew.
Round 2 initiative.
Thank you, brother Druid. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt the animal.
17.
23.
What was it again?
23. What's your
Another natural 1.
11.
Oh,
So
I
13.
wondered if it was missing. 13.
23?
Robert and I tied. Robert, you can go ahead. You might kill me, but I don't think so.
20 natural?
Ooh, re-roll your 20.
7?
Full, max full.
And that'd be 12 points.
So you might have had a shot at killing me. I do not like number 9, Noodle.
You're scrumptious.
Nat 20, baby.
Wow, you became a hero and sacrificed yourself for the party.
Only 3 hit points, but now you've got a DC 16 versus strength to make sure you don't get wound up like a top.
9 plus 4, so you were 13.
Who remembers Dirk Daring from Dragon's Lair? That's Noodle. Noodle is wrapped up. No attack for Noodle.
Don't worry, Noodle. I'm here for you, buddy.
Okay.
Big ass.
I know. I'll try and give you something, and I don't have anything.
We can't hear you. You're being squeezed to death.
You don't need to give me anything.
Who
This is
had-
for
Okay, then
free.
that's better.
Who had high initiative after Robert and I? Copious, you're up.
Did Noodle drop his axe that I'm not qualified to use? Because I'm thinking that would pretty much guarantee I can kill this thing.
I'm gonna say probably not because
Okay.
it just encircled him.
Then I can't ride this snake anymore to the lake, but I still have my dagger, and I'm going to try to stab it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just trying to get any.
It is glowing because it is now your enemy.
Oh, lovely. What's that? Stabby. Whoop, 20.
Reroll.
Oh, well, it's not a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Die 4.
Die 4 plus 1.
3 points.
Or I'm sorry, plus 2 because
Ooh, 4
magic.
points.
Who's next? Not Noodle. What was
I
your roll? Coach?
Mine was 11.
I know Colt has a 1. Robert, what's yours?
Diary went, remember?
Oh, that's right. You timed me.
Okay, maybe it's me then. I had 11.
Yep. Taurine's up. We got to get Colt.
Oh, I gotta hit first. I'm sorry. 22.
22 hits.
Hold the alt button down.
63, 9.
One hit point left. Colt the Druid, you're up.
Bite it, Colt.
It's an ethical dilemma for the druid.
It is. I'm glad you understand, Copious.
Hey, all that time in the slammer, man.
You're seeing Noodle's eyes just wow, wow, wow.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to. Who else seems to be hurt?
Noodles
right.
seems hurt right at the moment.
All right. Well, then I'm
only
going to go
have-
ahead and
have-
cure wounds on
You
Noodle.
want you with those beady eyes going. It's obnoxious.
All right.
Hey,
And
you'll noodle.
I cure Noodle for 7 points.
If you don't roll a 1, otherwise you're going to cure the snake.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be.
You're welcome.
Not cure the
So, I mean, the range is.
Is there
I have to
rain?
roll a 1 out of D20 right now?
Yeah, just roll a d20. Just don't roll a 1.
10.
Okay, fair enough. Noodle, you're getting healed. I believe we're at round 4, gentlemen. We'll start round 4 with Noodle going DC 16 versus Strength to see if he,
Roll your 20
if
sided.
he will break free this round.
That's 12.
This?
Yep. Oh, he natural 16'd it, and that's not including his 4 strength. He's 20.
Fair enough. So he will be free this round. Everybody roll initiative except Noodle. 18.
19,
Roll
19.
the snake thing off of me while it squeezes me to death.
18.
10.
15.
Maureen, Colt, me, if I'm still breathing. 1 hit point left.
13.
13's good enough. It's only AC 12.
10.
Who wants boots? The snake. And hence Noodle is released.
Do we
That's-
notice any bulges in the snake then?
I'll take a D20.
17.
19.
8.
I think you'd have to gut it.
Works for me. Dagger.
Who's got a dagger?
Who doesn't? Robert's got like 22 of them. He's going to open his own store later.
And,
Robert, are you
well,
going to
that-
gut it?
Hell yeah, I'm going to gut it. With
What you
the
got?
not
Well,
as special dagger.
Colt, what do you got?
Sorry. I was going to say while that's happening, I'm going to put on that the leather armor that we got earlier.
Fair enough. Robert, let's do animal skinning or animal handling. DC 10 versus animal handling, if you got a bonus in that.
I am an animal.
Natural 20.
Oh, he slices it so well, he could use this thing as a sash, and you find a necklace inside the gullet worth a whopping 120 gold pieces. Your natural 20 is going to be able to go ahead and carve it up so that you can piecemeal it out later for fabric wearing. Although I understand Fader Fabrics is no longer in business.
That's right.
You're going to have to find a new store, boys.
Peter Leatherworking was on the other side of town, though, wasn't it?
I think so. That was a
Okay.
cousin.
The cousin.
Yeah, they'd be real happy to
That's
see.
like
How
Leather
big was, how long
Tuscadero,
was this
right?
snake?
How about
How
10
long
feet.
was it? 10 feet.
10 feet? And you have skinned it amazingly well. It's almost like you've done this before, Mr. Ripper.
Well, actually, if you remember, I did it to a tiger off of a bow.
That is true.
Wait,
What
that
the-
was you?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was me
that's
that
a code.
naturally carved that tiger at a level or a roll of 20.
Robert? So you a man of many faces, Robert.
He is a taxidermist at work.
Good
As
take there.
as Robert is spinning his dagger around, Mr. Benny Hanna is looking for a new cook. You have an exit to the, we'll call it left, which is where the water's flowing, and you probably have been, probably. To the right is another chamber, a larger chamber.
I'm going to go to the right.
Okay.
This chamber is almost entirely filled with water, so you're going to have to slug your way through it. It's flooded to the depth of 2 feet. This chamber is mostly submerged, and the ramp leading into it descends at a very sharp angle. Several exits can be spotted along the opposite walls, and a faint beam of sunlight can be spotted on the far wall. Dripping noises can be heard, and ripples caused from irregular deposits of sewage are clearly evident in the murky water.
Does anybody else have a problem with 2 foot of water? I'm good to go.
I'll be swimming.
Before I look in there, I'm going to see if there's the current indicates a drainage or a pit anywhere in this room.
I will take perception check, please.
All right. 12.
20.
20. Taurine spots an opening to the far right where the sewage seems to be coming in and depositing. Where the beam of light is, the sewage is coming down. Taurine will surmise that that must be one of those famous escape hatches that the sewers are known for. And it is depositing fluid. And then all of the fluid in the room is either exiting between your legs behind you or out on the far left side. The ripples, because there's leakage above, you really can't tell.
I think I've seen all the poo I want to down here.
You know what? We haven't rolled a D8 in a while. I'm glad you said
Oh,
everybody roll a D8.
It's a D8.
7.
7.
4, 3.
Everybody's safe from the poop. Where would you like to go, gentlemen?
Where you guys want to go?
I vote Taurine do a groundhog and stick your head up to that sewer grate. See where we're at.
All right.
So where the
He's talking about where the sunlight is.
sunbeam?
The escape hatch.
The shaft of sunlight. I think I know who's getting the shaft here.
I don't think you know what's about to happen.
I'm a known felon, and so is Cole.
Very nice. I know where you're at. You managed to cross the water. Perception check, Taurine.
11.
You thought something brushed past your leg, but probably nothing.
It was Baby Ruth.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We're going to have to drain the sewer.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robert, pick it up and take a bite and let me know.
I can't do chopping anymore. Dennis said not to.
Taurine, you make it across and you find the rusty rungs set into the wall of a small alcove where the sunlight is beaming down. Above you, you hear something. You just aren't sure what it is.
Man, I'm going to climb the rungs and see if I can see what it is or where I'm at.
DC 10 versus dexterity, so you don't clang yourself.
Oh, crap.
Yes, there's lots of it.
That'd be a 6.
Let's go ahead and give you a little bit of damage as you ping yourself off. Take 3 hit points, and you get a little bloody lip there, dwarf. You want to try and climb it again?
Nope, I'm going to heal myself.
Anybody else want to step in front of him and take a peek?
Pull-ups and hitting his lip every time.
Sure.
Foolish druid. DC 10 to climb the rungs. Against
Still
dexterity.
getting spotted.
So D20.
All right. I got a 13.
13's good enough. You have something sticky on your fingers, but you managed to reach a top grate. Like the other grates in the city, it's made of metal, but it's not overly heavy. So if you want to push up, you can lift it.
I'm just going to tell everyone down below what I'm experiencing.
Hey, everybody, I got a grate on my head and my hand is sticky.
Sticky from what? Calls the gnome.
I don't know. Ask Taurine. He was just up here.
I fell. I don't remember what happened.
Well, go ahead and give me a perception roll, please.
All right.
Why don't you taste it and tell
Ooh,
me?
natural 20.
Control 20. You see what you think are
21.
soap suds.
Soap
Coming
suds?
in.
All right.
Soap suds coming through the grate.
Yeah, I'm bursting right through there.
Well, give me a roll, D20, anything but a 1, and you'll be fine.
Have you heard of the fearsome gelatinous soap sud monster?
I have not, so that's why I'm saying I got a 7.
You pop your head through, and there seems to be an extremely obese man bent over, showering himself with running water from a gutter.
I'm going to shout and startle him.
You
Which
will,
way he turned?
you-
Which way he
you
turned?
will startle him. He will turn around and wing his bar of animal fat soap at your head. 15. You're only wearing the leather jerkin, so.
Yeah, now that I'm wearing the leather, I have AC 15.
15 it is, though. You're going to take 1 or 2. You're going to take 1 hit point of damage. Even though you got soap in your eye. And the man
Better
comes
what I got in my
over
eye.
with a large brush, naked.
All right, can I use the rest of my turn to fully climb out of this grate, or out of this this hole?
Sure.
All right.
You guys don't know what's going on, but you see the druid pop his way up where the sunlight's coming from. Anybody want to give chase?
Since it's cold, I will try to scamper up the rungs of the ladder and then cautiously try to put my head over and calling to him to see if he's okay.
So first off, DC 10.
Totally going to fall. Oh, 19. Sweet.
Okay, so you'll make it to the top. Colt, let's go ahead and initiative. You and the naked guy. Naked guy gets 10.
I got 10 on the dot.
As you pop up, you find yourself in a small courtyard surrounded by what you assume to be apartments, or at least some kind of urbanite dwelling. This guy's large and naked and brandishing a brush that he was just using to scrub his backside area. So
Use some of those tricks you learned in prison.
He's not happy at all, so he's going to try and hit you. We tied, so I'll let you go ahead and give it a shot. He's going to be AC 10 because he doesn't have much dexterity, as he's not wearing shoes.
All right. So I'm going to throw my hands and say, "Whoa, not here to fight," and back up while still facing him. Is that, I don't know, is that disengagement? I don't know what the rules would be for that.
That's fair. I'll go ahead and take a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah. So 13.
The man stops because as you put your hands up and back up, Copious, let's see if you can dodge the fallen associate of yours who's going through the grate.
Oh, no.
I'll say DC 15 versus dexterity as the druid plummets through back down into the sewers.
All right. Am I rolling this or Copious?
Copious is.
All right.
Copious DC. Oh!
Thank you for catching me.
I'm going to give half damage to the druid because the soft, cushioning nature of the forest gnome. Forest gnome takes 5. Druid takes 2. Forest gnome, you have something squishy in your jerkin. The druid lands flat on the forest gnome, you can look up and the man yells a variety of obscenities at you and slams the grate shut, and then boom, darkness as he puts something over the grate. But you hear a muffled guards, guards,
Guard?
guards. Now, Copious and Colt, you may not know this, but you aren't supposed to be in the sewers. The others were sent down in there and told, don't get caught. So you'll have to shove off of Copious G bitters.
I'm fine.
And everybody can hear the muffled noise. Only Colt and maybe Copious, who has a face full of druid butt, will hear guards, guards. Copious, unfortunately, you did not relive any harsh prison experiences because you didn't even get to see as Colt stepped back and landed on top of you.
Well, what about Copious reliving those experiences with that butt coming down on his head?
I was not in prison with Copious, so I cannot neither confirm nor deny what he may or may not have seen or experienced in the prisons of Cragwitch Dungeon. Needless to say, everybody is in the water now. Some standing, some floaties.
I'm gonna ask him what happened.
So there is a large man up there taking a shower, and he just called for the guards when he saw me. So I think that route might be blocked off.
We probably ought to get out of here.
Taurine, you notice a great big piece of animal fat. Not here, more like right here.
I thought it was
Right about here. It appears as though Colt the Druid has been struck with some kind of soapy mess. He kind of looks like Santa.
You might want to wipe your face off.
You got a little something.
Besides, you
I'm
don't know
actually
what
pretty
they
happy
did.
for the soap compared to everything else that's been on my face
Yeah,
in the sewer.
That's true. Meanwhile, back down in the floor, the water is pouring south and then back east down a longer tunnel if you want to head that way.
Heading down longer tunnel.
Heading that way.
All right, follow
What
me.
about black ops on the fat guy?
You are. Well, you can go up and have a chat with him. Because Colt did not mention he was naked, right? Or, well, no, you did say he was showering. So
I did say he was showering.
That don't mean nothing.
he didn't say he was naked.
Can I go up and ask if he ate any babies?
Yeah, you can if you want, but there's no light.
Nah.
Fair enough. You guys go in through another archway and down a long tunnel, and you find yourself following this winding river of stuff, and you come to a large rectangular chamber that is mostly dry. This chamber has spots of water dotting the crumbling floor with a solitary trench running through the rectangular room. The walls and ceiling are covered in a grayish moss material that smells of death. Only one other exit exists here, and it is across the way and over to the right, where the rivulet of sewage runs.
I want to head for the other exit myself.
Okay.
See anything in here?
Well, is your everybody DC 15 versus Wisdom perception roll? 15 or better, please.
Nope.
I got
14.
15.
Who got more than 15?
What was the roll for? Perception?
Perception.
Okay.
But perception?
No, you got
Copious, you're in a
Yeah, I
tone.
got 17.
But you two, Colt, what'd you get?
14.
Robert Noodle, as you're following your colleagues out, you notice movement on the floor. Or I'm sorry, on the ceiling. And it starts to scamper across the ceiling towards you.
This is great.
All right. Well, I guess I will pull sword and ready to stab.
Okay?
I
Noodle,
will take an arrow.
fair enough. Good, nobody's
Holler
talking.
out. Holler out. Something
Ah!
moving.
Something moving in the ceiling.
Robert Noodle, go ahead and attack first, please.
Roll a hit. 17
Great.
plus 6. 23.
Gotta get my dice.
All right, I'll finish
Off
while you're
it.
doing that. 23 to hit and 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus 6. 13 for Frankie. Noodle.
Damage or
That was a hit.
yes, 13 hits.
All right, now roll your die 12. Yep. Now add your plus 4. 2 plus 4.
6 points of damage.
The rest of you hear the yelling of Robert of Zedplin. You spin around to see a big centipede-looking thing dropping out of the floor. An arrow stuck in one and a slash to its snoot in front. Everybody roll initiative. 14.
16.
19.
Natural.
Natural 20 for Frankie. Noodle.
What did Cole have?
7.
Robert, Noodle, and Taurine. Fire at will. Fire, fire, fire.
Where's Will?
Okay.
Roll. Roll the hit.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
10.
21
Okay.
plus your hit, so 16. We both hit.
Okay.
What do I roll?
Die 12.
This
Die 12. Plus 4.
plus 4 would
Was
be
3. 7 plus 3.
7.
Maureen, do I need to make a save or do you have to hit me with that?
11.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
I didn't know if I had to roll to hit or not.
11 points, 9 points.
Sorry, I'm still a little.
So who's got the clock?
Just a die 8.
That's the senior.
8.
Fox just making this thing what he's doing right now more boring.
I did not even get a crack off at you guys. The carrion crawler that could have paralyzed you falls in battle, slain by 5 successive attacks. Well done. This was probably the aroma that you guys noticed.
I was like apple pie.
The apple pie?
Not quite apple pie, like apple pie from 4 weeks ago. There is only
Still
one.
may not be too bad. I mean,
Everybody roll perception, please.
That might still smell better than what we've been smelling.
19.
23.
14.
14.
Copius and Taurine realize that the potency of the paralyzation juice from a carrion crawler is a high dollar item if it can be successfully removed. They will, however, point out that due to the difficulty, anyone attempting to remove the paralyzation sac or ichor sac may become paralyzed themselves if they screw it up.
Hey, Robert, you're pretty good with that knife.
Yeah.
Why don't you step over here and let me show you how good?
You can
Well,
give it a
that-
shot, or you can say,
I am not going near. There's a difference between cutting open a dead snake and cutting open something that can still attack me with it.
fair enough.
I
Robert,
don't have those kind of skills. I think I'm going to pass.
Hey, it's Copius is the one who collects these things.
Yeah, who's the alchemist?
Copius.
Do I
with
get
the,
any
with
kind
the
of
magic
benefit,
dagger.
any kind of benefit on the attempt? Bonus on the attempt?
I'll give you, it's a +1 dagger. I will give you +2 to your roll.
Whoa. How complex does this look?
Pretty
complex.
It ain't going to be easy.
Look at Robert. Robert thinks he's going to get a new dagger.
Yeah. I'm looking at it going, this is above my skill level.
You chicken.
I'll help Copius out by talking him through it.
You'd be like his. You'd be like his.
I
am
have
Don't
the
hit the
right.
sack. Don't hit the sack.
Yeah, I have +6 to animal handling, so maybe I can help.
You could, because it's going to be an animal handling roll,
Hmm.
but you're going to have to do it.
Fine, I'll do it.
It's a DC 17 versus animal handling.
A DC what?
17.
Oh man.
Stop the
Not
chicken.
too late, Cole.
I rolled a 2.
You need to get a new die. Oh man.
I love those dice. You keep those dice till the day you
They're brand new.
Yeah, keep those dice till you die, which could be any point in this game at this point.
Oh,
Colt says, hey, everybody, step back. I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. All you have to do is make sure that. And he's frozen.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? He's not okay. He's going to be paralyzed.
Is he still holding it though?
Oh, yeah. It's all over his hands now. He's,
Can we just
Oh,
pick him up
great.
and
he's
take it
just
with
made
us?
a mess of things.
Can we just pick it up and take it with
The
us?
paralyzation sac pretty much explodes all over him, and he's, you know what? Not only is he paralyzed, he's going to be really fumbly fingers for a little while after that.
So no more shooting fireballs.
Now, judging from the clock on the wall and our problems from earlier, this does look like a good place to stop. So let's go ahead and hold off here. We are going to be back next Tuesday, everybody. A, we appreciate you watching. B, don't forget to follow us. It's Geek Spiel, Twitch, Twitter. I think that's even his Amazon password. I'm not going to say that, but I'm just, maybe. Follow us. We really appreciate it. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you want to see. We love it when you guys tell us we're doing a great job. Not so much when we're doing a horrible job. So don't say horrible job. Just tell us we're doing a great job. Welcome to Colt. Welcome back, Copious. And of course, the 3 Franks and me, 4 Franks.
4 Franks.
We appreciate you guys watching and taking some time out of your busy schedule. So for all of us, we'll see you next Tuesday for more Minions of Habuu.